Today we are going to talk about card number 11, justice. Justice is about integrity, honesty, balance, fairness, truth, accountability, self-examination. It's about law, critic, the inner critic, but also criticism, consequences, alignment, discernment. And as you can see, there is a sword in almost all the tarot deck. There is a sword in the justice card, and this sword tells that justice is deeply connected with the suit of swords. So with the analytical thinking, with truth and discernment, with the ability to see clearly beyond emotion and personal bias. This energy can feel balanced, but can also feel sharp and confronting, because justice asks us to look at things honestly, even when the truth is uncomfortable. Justice does not allow emotion alone to decide what is fair, aligned, or ethical. It asks us to meet emotional intelligence with critical thought, critical thinking. So to pause and really examine a situation before making a decision, to consider all sides fairly, not only the side that protects our comfort. This card often appears when something in our lives needs alignment and feels imbalanced or unfair. In relationship, for example, also within ourselves or within society. It can point toward situations where we have betrayed ourselves, ignored our own values, or accepting something that no longer aligns with our truth. So justice can ask us, what can I truly live with, and what can I no longer ignore? And if you see justice alongside cards of endings and closure, it may be asking you to end the situation with fairness, honesty, and balance, without any revenge or avoidance or unnecessary distraction. It is also a card of accountability, taking responsibility for our own choices, acknowledging our mistakes if we made them, and understanding that every action carries a consequence, or more than one, consequences, cause and effect. This energy asks for maturity, for honesty, and the willingness to see ourselves clearly, without filters. And not through shame or self-punishment, but really through awareness and integrity. Sometimes healing begins the moment we stop blaming others for our mistakes or our choices, and also we stop betraying ourselves and start making choices that truly align with our values. So we take responsibility for our own choices and decisions and where we are in our lives. So this card is also about fairness, but sometimes what feels fair for us may not feel fair for someone else, and vice versa. So justice reminds us that every situation can look very different depending on the perspective, on the wounds, the needs, and the role each person plays within it. Justice asks us to step back from immediate emotional reactions and look at the bigger picture with honesty and maturity. Not just asking what is good for us right now, but what is truly aligned, ethical, and sustainable in the long term. Especially when paired with cards that are about rest, reflection, or pause, justice may ask you to slow down before making a decision and really ask yourself, How do I truly feel about this? What is the fairest and most aligned path forward? So take a moment before making an important decision. Sometimes it doesn't come right away. We need time. In its shadow, justice can show resistance to seeing the truth, fear of what honesty may require us to change, to release, or walk away. Sometimes we avoid truth because we fear it will destroy something forever. But truth does not destroy what is just. And if honesty breaks something apart, perhaps it was never fully aligned and right to begin with. So justice ultimately asks you to return to your core values, trust yourself again, and make choices that reflect the deepest truth of who you are, even when it's difficult, uncomfortable, or not what other people are expecting from you. Sometimes you have to make choices that are fair for everyone. You have to look at the whole picture. But other times you have to make choices that are right for you, and maybe other people will be disappointed by them. Maybe for them it's not fair, and that is okay. In its shadow, justice can also become revenge, becoming so focused on someone getting what they deserve that we stay emotionally attached to the pain they caused us. But true justice is not about punishment or obsession. It's about truth, about balance, about self-respect. Because when we obsess over someone suffering for what they did to us, we often end up hurting ourselves a second time by replaying the pain over and over in our mind. So that's not fair for the other person, and it's not fair for us. Let's look at imagery of some of my favorite cards. I'm going to look at the Light Seers Tarot first. And because each imagery in the tarot can give you a different perspective of the meaning of the card. And also, when you see a card with other cards around, again, new meaning, new shapes, new perspective. Really, each tarot card is shape shifting. It depends from your feelings, what you feel inside, and what are the cards that surrounds the specific card. So in this, for example, I can see something about inner truth. You see that the person has the eyes closed. And there is a scale, of course, to find the truth that is balanced and honest and aligned. But there is the eyes of I see the bottom, the subconscious, right? The eyes of the subconscious are open. I don't know if you can see that. So that tells that truth is within you. Most of the time, even not always, the real truth, the honest truth, yes, truth is already within you. You just have to close your eyes, go within, and listen and look for it. This is from the Wild Unknown Tarot, and it's about, I think, the yin and yang of truth. And I think I already said that earlier, that truth is not always fair, and it changes because from my perspective, maybe I was wounded when I was leader, right? And a situation from my perspective looks really unfair. And instead, maybe from another person's perspective can look fair because they don't have my same wound or my same needs, right? So this is like really understanding that there is no black and white in truth, in life, and everything is like different shades of these two colors together, and everything is black and also white, and we have to stay open to that duality of life. There is this one which is one of my favorite because it has so many things inside, so many yummy things from like infinite door. And first, look at the sword. it's not straight. It's like really messy. And that's truth. Sometimes to find truth, we're gonna go through a journey that it's not linear, it's messy and it's difficult, and truth is not there that, for us to grasp. Sometimes we have to go toward a really difficult journey to find it, so it's not linear. And then there is the scale with the brain and the brain, the mind, and the heart. And this, like I told you earlier, you have to balance your critical thinking with your emotional body, your emotions. And then there is also here on top here. See? Can you see here? And this like listen. Listen to your inner truth, close your eyes and listen to your inner truth, but also listen to other people's perspective. Don't go too inward that you stop connecting with other people's truth. In certain situations, you need to listen to your own truth because it's about your life. But in other situations, a lot of situations, you really need to care about other people's perspective. And so be open to listen, pay attention to what other people are going through, are experiencing. And this is especially when if you are a lawyer, if you do a job where you really need to be fair. This is more about, when something is not personal life, but it's like, something, again, you do a job or you are in a situation where you have to understand who is right or not and what's the right direction for a group of people. And that's it. That is the justice. Again, more meanings, and you will find using tarot so many other meanings and perspective for each card. But I hope this was of help. And if it was, please like, subscribe, comment. Comments are important. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna do a tarot reading for this energy. It's gonna be out on Friday. Yeah, bye.